Noon to an episode in March of Hot Ones. We took a few week hiatus. We had a couple programming things in the middle there, but I'm back and better than ever with a very special guest in my life. No one other than my intramural sports partner and president of Chabad, Gabby Sloane.
Thank you. Thank you
Gabby,
so much
how
for
are
having
you?
me. I'm excited. I am ready. This is going to be fun.
How did this plan originate? It's like we were in the car yesterday 2 days ago, driving to flag football. Obviously, I had a rough game. And, what were you like?
Look, I think a lot of hype was being talked about Matt and his athleticism.
Lack
And
thereof.
I just felt there was a lack thereof. And it needed to be addressed publicly. And what better way to do that than Hot Ones?
So this will be a Matt Levine roast session in case you're tuning in on the other end.
That's why I'm here, is to roast Matt Levine.
I guess before we get into that piece of it, March Madness just kicked off. We're currently competing with True TV, CBS, all of those other providers for the top spot on people's brains today.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on in your bracket? Do you have any upset picks that you're going for today? How do you feel about these blue bloods in the tournament? Let's hear about it.
I just made my brackets.
Okay.
Both.
Very nice.
Like 30 minutes ago. I'm not gonna lie, I'm definitely like a random clicker.
Okay.
I wouldn't say that I am too well versed in the topic of basketball.
That's how we're gonna end this question? You're not even gonna give me a team that you're rooting for?
Let me see. Who do I have?
How do you feel about BYU this year? Our fellow Mormons. I don't know if anyone's tuning in.
They might be.
How do you feel about the BYU Cougars?
I definitely have them going pretty far. Like they're past Sweet 16 for me.
Okay.
I do have Duke taking it all.
So you have a Jewish head coach winning the national championship.
I have Duke.
John Shire. Shout out to John Shire.
Shout out.
Well, without further ado, we'll dive into our first sauce. We're going with the old but reliable Nando's Peri Peri sauce. It's a classic, old but true. You have any thoughts on Nando's Peri Peri sauce?
I've never had it. I have no clue what we're getting into.
Take a chicken, please.
All right.
And shout out to Chef Eric. Meat Day is being served all day today until 7:30. And then obviously we have Shabbat. We have an Italian Shabbat tomorrow night. You ready? You want to pick up the chicken?
Oh, we're doing like on it?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Okay.
Is that cool with you?
Yeah.
All right.
You're really just going to douse it, aren't you?
Yeah, there we go. And I'm going to grab mine. It's a big piece of chicken. Did you wash your hands before this, Gabby?
Of course I washed my hands. Did you?
We're all about food safety here. Yeah,
okay.
Okay. All right. L'chaim. So off the bat, what's your first instinct on that chicken?
Give me a napkin.
Oh, you want a napkin? Oh.
I don't want yours. I don't want yours. That's good. It has a little bit of
an aftertaste,
but it's a bit more on like the front of the mouth rather than back of the mouth. The heat's kind of like it lets you know it's there right away.
Interesting. For me, it had the opposite effect.
Really?
Maybe you need to get your taste buds checked out.
Maybe it relates with your lack of athleticism. I don't know.
All right. So since you want to come on here and let's talk ball a little bit.
Let's do it.
Where do you want to start? You want to start with water polo performance last night?
I want to bring it all the way back
to the suspension.
I want to bring it back to basketball.
All right, let's do it.
We're gonna bring it back. Do I have the floor?
Yeah, you have the floor.
First off, let's just say you come into the game. It's basketball season.
It's the first game?
No. Oh. First game was already lost. I think second. I think third game was already lost. Matt's a very vocal guy on the bench.
Vocal leader.
On the bench, I don't know about leader, but on the bench, he has a lot to say. And then he gets on the court. He's got turnovers. He's got air balls. He's got people running past him, crossing him up.
I don't think that is what happened on the floor.
And then he has the audacity to throw a fight with the ref at the end of the game. Do you have another side of the story?
Yeah, I have another side of the story.
Okay.
Anyway, I was in the paint all game, and the referee just wouldn't call a foul. And, it turns out we ended up winning that game. So we were able to win in spite of bad refereeing. And after the game, I just let them know. Just like how players have bad games, referees have bad games too. And I just told them, you're one of you're one of the bad referees that I've seen in my life. And that's how it went down.
Mind you,
But we could
fellow Jew, regardless.
I didn't know that until after the game. But let's transition into our next house hot sauce here. Levine. Shout out to Chef Eric. Ever since we started doing hot ones about a month and a half ago, Chef Eric went into his bag of tricks and made his own in-house hot sauce. This is available with all orders if you want it. It's use it or lose it until the end of the semester. Levine, this is Levine level 1. We're going to see how this stacks up against the rest of the field today.
I'm still feeling this first hot sauce. It kind of hit the back of my throat.
Are you going to be able to survive? We still have 4 other sauces, including this
ready.
one.
I'm ready.
All right, here we go. Diving into a little bit more of a serious topic, Gabby, I think, obviously you're graduating pretty soon.
For sure.
But you've been a tremendous leader to the community for 4 years now. And, give me one of your favorite moments of the Jewish community that you've seen during your 4 years here.
Wow, favorite moment. That's a big one.
You ready?
I'm ready.
All right.
Cheers again.
Cheers. See, I'm a huge fan of a green sauce, by the way.
That's a good one.
It's got a little bit of sweetness to it, but it's really really nice.
I like the sweetness.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a smooth heat. That's good.
Well, yeah. Give me one of your favorite moments during these past 4 years.
I would say, this is a hard one. There's so many good moments. I think that one of my most memorable moments would be, while not in the best reasoning, or like why we needed, the reason that we all came together, I would say would be any time that we're fighting something going on campus. Mm-hmm. The spirit that everybody brings and are like bringing this to the forefront. They might be skipping class, they might be like moving their meetings around and whatnot, but to come together and be like, we are bigger than everything and need to be together and fight what's going on campus. And there's nothing like that spirit. You can't find it anywhere else.
That's very inspiring. And I think, you are really a great model for, younger students when it comes to, paving the way of like what leadership could look like in the future, just because, I think a lot of freshmen come in to school and like they're like, which one do I have to pick? I feel like I have to pick either Hillel or Chabad. Like I can't, do both. And, you and I, we've done both for a few years now. We have a lot of friends that consistently do both. Like speak to that a little bit, how, you're like, you don't feel like you had to choose one or the other. You feel like you're deeply involved with both. And that's a great thing.
Yeah. Look, I mean, it's 2 different organizations. And at the end of the day, it's all about the Jewish community. I mean, we have like, I've been on the board now 2 years at Chabad, and I'm serving as president right now. But like at the end of the day, I love also taking classes at Hillel, and a ton of my friends here are just here throughout the day and whatnot. Mm-hmm. And there doesn't have to be one or the other. It's 2 organizations and everybody's Jewish, and it's all about just community.
Two beautiful communities.
And just coming together and letting that pride show. Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. So I hope, any young listeners at home, maybe even any community members that are tuning to the live stream, that was a really special answer by Gabby. And I think, we sometimes get caught so much in like the minutia of everything. But, between these chicken wings and these hot sauces and then just great conversation, we're really able to ground ourselves in that.
For sure.
What questions do you have for me, Gabby?
Oh, wow. Well, what's the next sauce we got?
That's a great, you want to do the little intro? You want to
show
it to the camera?
All right, let's try this one out.
You got to show it to the camera.
Okay. We've got Melinda's. It's original habanero. Okay.
Extra hot. You want to take a little sniff of that?
Extra hot. Pepper sauce.
And so we're coming off of a water polo.
Oh, that's a hot one. It's a hot one. It's a hot one.
Yes, I feel this.
Okay.
So we're coming off of a big water polo match last night. We were playing intertube water polo. Can you give like a quick, review of what that was like? Did you have a good time? I had a great time. I think it was a lot of fun.
I think we need to bring it back a little bit to a few hours before.
Wait.
Where?
Am I about to get like caught? Am I about to like get like another stray?
All right. So a few hours before, we've got our group chat going. We're like, guys.
The kosher currents.
The kosher currents are chatting away. We're first trying to figure out the rules of this game. And in it, Matt Levine calls up the RPAC
to find the rules of play. Because we couldn't find the rules of play anywhere online.
This one's got that peppery taste.
This one knocks me out every time. So you're going to have to keep talking.
Okay, so he's trying to figure out the rules. He finally figures it out. And all of a sudden, messages start flooding. Guys, I think we need to do a 2-3 zone. All right? We need to have one in goal, and we really need to be. We need to
dribble handoffs.
We need some dribble handoffs.
Pick and rolls.
Here's what I'm thinking that we do. Here's some film. I've been watching film all day, and all of a sudden I get a video, and he's like sends all the things that we need to start doing for intramural intertube water polo, where we're already a man down.
We play to win.
Regardless,
parents play to win.
We may have lost the game, but that was a good one. It was fun. I learned a lot. To be honest, I'm sore today.
Yeah.
I'm sore.
So it's like you're in the tube. It's a 32-minute game.
It's a long game.
This is longer than any of the other intramural sport games. And so we're in these tubes, and we're paddling to try to race
and
to
you
the ball.
Can't use your legs, so you're really getting
You're rowing.
to it.
It's like you're on the rowing team.
We did figure out second half going backwards was the way to go. Mm-hmm. So you give one of these, and then you kind of spin, and we did get a little feisty where we started kind of kicking the other tubes away. But we set up a really good kind of like
suspended.
Again.
You did, I didn't.
We had kind of like a triangle offense going. We really had some really key players, some moments that got us flowing in the second half.
So
I think
my question,
game 2 is going to be a lot better.
Yeah, and so my question to you is, obviously, you're graduating.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna have some spots on the team next year. What is your pitch to students that are looking to play intramural sports? What's the why? Why should students play intramural sports, especially
any sport?
Well, for the kosher currents, for the kosher blitz, for the kosher cleats,
or the
matzah ballers.
The matzah ballers.
Why are students playing intramural sports? What's the carrot?
Look, I think it's very important to note that you have to be a certain type of person to be on this team.
Wow. So can you elaborate a little bit? You
have to have the energy and the drive and the want to be there.
Yeah.
We're all about having fun. We're not about winning, because we don't really win a lot. But
that is
I do truly think if Matt Levine was not playing, we would win more. That's just a thought that I had.
Cheers.
But I think everybody should join these sports. We had a ton of fun in flag football. Let's talk about that one.
All right, you want to talk about that one?
Yeah.
We had a big flag football game on Tuesday.
Yeah.
And
10 p.m. That's how much we care.
We tried out onto the field. It's 4-on-4 offense, and Gabby is going to start at quarterback. But then I'm like, Gabby, let me just get one pass. Let me get one play.
He's like, I think I have an idea, and it's going to be better than yours, is what happened. Do you want to tell what happened?
No, I'm about to tell what happened.
Okay.
And I snapped the ball from scrimmage, and I'm telling Jillian to go deep. And I throw the ball, sails right over her head, 7-0. We're quickly down by a touchdown. Later in the half, we end up taking the lead 13-12. we're back on defense, and I reach up my hands to go and intercept the ball, and then it just bounces off the back of my fingertips right into the hands of a receiver, and they take the lead.
I would explain all of this a little differently, but okay.
What? I gave up 2 touchdowns.
You did give up 2 touchdowns.
And we lost by 2 touchdowns. So
you were the reason we
lost.
I
was the reason why we lost.
But here's the thing. I think we could have all learned from that moment. Cheers.
It just benched me the rest of the game.
And I think we have to know our strengths. And I think you're loud. You're energetic. Put him in as coach. Let him scream his head off. But don't let him throw a ball.
Never let
him. And don't let him try to catch a ball.
Wow.
And that would have helped us. Yeah, this one's spicy. What have we got here?
That's Melinda's ghost pepper sauce.
Ghost pepper. It has 5. We've got 5 of the heat.
And we got one more sauce left today, which is this Levine Part 2. Is this Levine Part 2 going to be hotter than this Melinda's? Shout out to Chef Eric if he's able to make it happen. But yeah, I think intramural sports, all jokes aside, is a great way to get involved in the community. It's a fun time. It's worthwhile. You okay?
Yeah.
You doing okay? Yeah, I'm feeling this one.
Especially that's a hot one. Especially the Jewish community. Look, you even got me tearing up.
Really? Here we go.
Oh, man.
So, Gabby, shed some light on this Jewish community. Whoa. I'm really struggling over here.
Let me tell you. There's nothing like a Tuesday night at 10:15 at the RPAC. Walking in. This one's hot, man.
Mm-hmm.
So,
all right.
Imagine you're just with people that just want to have a good time.
Yeah.
And boom, they're all Jewish. What more could you want? Everybody's like, you know what? We're all about to be celebrating Passover together. Mm-hmm. We're doing all these other activities. This is the best way to really get to know somebody.
Yeah.
To see them at their worst moment.
And yeah, someone's laughing behind the screen. I just got absolutely dunked on. As we head into this last sauce, let's do a little highs and lows. Best and worst. You want to do a little best and worst?
Let's do it.
All right. Best Chabad meal, worst Chabad meal.
There's so many good ones. I can't.
Let's start with the bad then.
I don't know if there's a bad. Except I'm not a tomato fan or like a kale fan, and there are a few like kale spinach salads, and I'm not
too healthy over there for you.
Too healthy.
All right.
Too healthy. Come on, stick to the fried.
What's your go-to, Sorry Deitch meal?
Oh,
Sorry Deitch dish.
Oh, that's a good one. Any chicken.
Okay.
Or any salad or dips. The whole first course.
The dips? Okay.
The first course on Shabbat.
I think the first course is probably their best course.
It always gets me. And then you got the new people that come in and they're like, oh, what a good meal, and stand up to leave. And you're like, sit down, buddy. You still got 2 more meals.
Hey, now.
2 more courses.
Yeah, it's like a 4-hour marathon over there.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Now give me favorite Chef Eric meal.
Ooh, favorite Chef Eric meal.
Favorite Chef Eric dish.
I would say, he always makes me a mean tuna melt.
Mean tuna melt. Are you doing that tuna melt on bagel, or are you doing that tuna melt on
Let me give you
Let's hear it.
Throw some on there.
All
Let
right.
me tell you. I come in.
Oh, it's got like a pink,
It does have a pink. The pink kind of scares me. I'm not going to lie.
Here we go.
I come in.
Yeah?
I put my order
All right,
in.
final one of the day.
Cheers.
No, cheers. I like that.
I like that too. It's kind of soft, to be honest.
Oh! Shots fired.
I didn't mean it like that. I just, after the ghost pepper, like anything kind of warms my mouth or cools it down, I guess.
I think the order might be this.
Not gonna lie, yeah. I have to say,
But no shame. No shame at all.
No shame. It's a great,
delicious sauce.
It's delicious. Like I would eat this.
I would put this on an egg sandwich. All right, anyway,
Ooh, okay,
let's hear this tuna melt order, please.
Okay. Here's my thing. I always am like, I need a layer of mayonnaise. I love mayonnaise.
So
I get plain bagel, layer of mayonnaise, tuna on top, and he's always like, there's mayo in the tuna. What are you doing? And I'm like, I don't know what to tell you. Like,
so you're going plain bagel, mayo, tuna, cheese. I'm throwing the challenge flag. I take some. Wow, that's a lot of mayonnaise.
And it's amazing.
Really?
Yep.
Have you always been a mayonnaise person?
Oh yeah.
How do you feel? So my grandma last week, right? I'm celebrating my grandfather's birthday.
Okay.
And so my grandma, she puts bagel, butter, tuna.
Throw the flag.
That's weird. Throwing the flag at my grandma.
No offense to your grandma. She's probably a lovely woman.
Yeah,
But that's you.
Do you think do you think there's like an age that like you could get to, and then like you could just like sort of do whatever you want because you could just say,
your grandma can do whatever she wants.
Say like I'm old, I'm old, so I could just like eat weird things at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah,
she can do that. Yeah, but like if you were like, I'm putting butter on my tuna melt,
I think I'd have to leave.
You'd have to leave. You wouldn't be allowed in this building probably. Yeah.
What other hot takes you have before we wrap up here?
What other hot takes?
Anything on your mind?
Yeah, I have a few things on my mind. I hear that you're going to Maryland.
Yeah, we're going to Maryland in a couple weeks for a big basketball tournament.
Are you the water boy?
No.
Oh.
You think how does this change our chances of winning?
I think you're gonna lose.
Wow.
I think you're gonna lose.
Thank you.
I have heard of some other people on your team. I think they're gonna have to carry and overcompensate for you dragging them down.
I'm not saying I'm the star player. We got Gabby Steinman. We got Tyler Mandelkorn.
Yeah.
Ryan Baker.
Oh, so you got some heavy names out there that I think it'll be okay if they throw you in third quarter, 30 seconds.
Third quarter, last minute.
But
anything more than that, we're entering the dangerous territory.
Yeah, I mean, if they give you a lot more play, here's the thing though, because if you're on the bench too long, you'll start getting too fired up, and like you've already got the red hair, like I don't know how much more can be fired up.
Yeah,
and they might be like, Matt,
we're actually filming a documentary.
Really?
We're calling it The Last Torah.
The Last Torah?
Like sort of like the last.
I don't know why I just went for the spicy one again.
The Last Torah. But yeah, any other hot takes that you have? You got one or two more hot takes before we wrap?
Do you have any?
I was more so asking the guest. Like anything on your mind, anything lingering, anything that you saw this week that you think is like a little bit like questionable?
The fact that I just went for the hottest one again was questionable.
All right.
I have to say that. I got nothing else.
You coming to Shabbat at the Shoe in 2 weeks?
I will be there.
Or in a week, actually. 8 days.
I won't be there. I'm out of town.
I'm
out of town.
If you haven't signed up for Shabbat at the Shoe, please do. We have a special Hot Ones episode coming to you live. It's actually going to be a surprise. So we'll announce that when the time comes. But it's going to actually be a mega episode with some special guests from out of town that I can't wait to meet for the first time, actually. So it's going to be quite the time.
Thank you, Chef Eric, for this amazing chicken.
Thank you so much for coming on today. It's
Thank
really
you.
been an honor.
Thank you.
It's been an honor. It's a pleasure, teammate. And we continue our quest for the water polo championship.
Oh yeah, we're gonna win.
Yep. So take care of yourselves. Shabbat shalom, and stop by the Bagel Cafe or stop by for a great Shabbos meal tomorrow at 6 p.m. So have a good one, everyone. Thank you.